So the next topic is obviously we are talking with the Ruby Rose situation. And she said that basically that he paid for PR. Do you believe her, bro? Or do you think she's lying?
I'll be honest, knowing how these creators are, especially like that side of the internet, I'm not surprised. Because that alone gives Druski so much attention that it's like, you know what? If I can just pay for this like look online to have her next to me as my girl, not only do you get the black girls side of the internet, you get also as well hip hop and all the other types of like content culturally. And Druski's very much like, I want to say he's funny, but more to like a wider audience. So you add that together, it's a W for Druski because now he's popping on both sides.
But here's the thing: he's way bigger than her, way more famous than her. Like, but why? Like, if anything, I think like her saying that, oh, he paid for PR. In my head, I'm like, you're not even like nobody cares about you. Nobody gives a shit about what you think. Like ain't nobody saying I'm a Ruby Rose fan. Like, no, that's nobody. But there are people out there that actually like Druski, and if he does stand up or whatever, like
she
people will watch him. Like nobody, I don't even know what her talents are.
She sings,
what is she?
But remember what we saw
what is she?
with the post. No, she's like a
Chris, put yourself on camera when you talk.
Slash like,
God damn, man, this dude such a bad habit, man.
Social media
influencer
model, so to speak.
Like 2 words.
But again, no one thought he could pull her, right? So him just doing that make conversation happen. And look, I get it. It's not RP or like, you know, I want to say the best move. I want to say in this space, but for what he's doing, bro, it gave him hella promotion and content. And listen, everyone commented on it. Everybody and their mom. White, black.
But it's negative.
To who?
To who?
For him, they were like roasting him for being a sucker, and they were roasting her for being a 304. Like for her, she don't mind the bad press because it is what it is.
Yeah.
She's like, which I sent you a Brittany Griner thing as well, by the way, Bills. We'll talk about her next.
I'll tell you what they did.
Because she falls into this as well.
They posted a chart of all the dudes that Ruby Rose smashed. That was roasting Druski for sure.
We got Razor with 10. Get the sub.
Shout out to Razor Ramon.
Shout you Razor. 10 gets the subs. Him doing that created a conversation that was definitely widespread across cultural rap scenes and as well the black culture of Twitter and Instagram.
I don't know. I think it's an L, bro, honestly, because she's on OnlyFans. She doesn't have a good reputation, like, as far as, like, being, like, you know, a good, clean woman, like, to wife up, at least, right? She's been... like, I think it's an L for him because I think he has way more to lose. I think he's way more famous than her. Like, he could have got... Here's the thing. Like, he could have just got a regular bad chick and been doing things with her and been fine.
It wouldn't have the same impact. Because Ruby Rose, as you say these things, which is very true, by the way, the other side of the internet think she's like a bad chick, and niggas in the industry want her. So yes, to our side of the internet, it's a bad move, but to his side of the internet, it's not a bad move at all. And listen,
I guess that's just how normies think, bro.
That's what they think, bro.
And, you know, there's been an explosion of guys vilifying women that have treacherous backgrounds and elevating them right to stardom, like these OF chicks, right? So it's just the L, man.
Because remember, the culture itself promotes.
Let's do a poll with the people. Do you guys think this was a Druski W or Druski L in this case? Do you guys? And I want you guys to be objective. Like, outside of just like us making fun of him for being a sucker, like I want y'all to like from a career standpoint, do you think this was a net positive for him? Because if he really paid for PR to do this with her, I'm a little, I mean, I guess he must have thought in his head like it was going to make him money or whatever, but I think this was not a good
personally
business move.
I think it's an L, but I can see why he did it.
Also, he's a comedian, so him getting, I guess, embarrassed like this don't matter.
It don't matter. Remember, everything has a reason and a function, and Druski's not stupid. He's been in the game for a long time.
We'll do a poll.
And I know his people. They're very calculated, but when they make posts, and it may seem like an L in the instant, but the after effect of it is a W for them.
I find it funny, because we just got to call this shit out. I find it funny how he'll go and do a whole promo thing with a 304, embarrass himself, kissing her all in the mouth when she a 304, but the nigga won't come on our podcast because he's scared of optics. Let's fucking have that discussion. Look, come on, man.
I can tell you why.
Like, I find that crazy. You will sit there and embarrass yourself with a verified, but you're too scared to come on the Fresh and Fit podcast.
I can tell you why.
Go ahead.
So, chat, outside of this podcast and this RP space and this rhetoric, there's a whole world outside that's more focused on feelings, emotions, sponsorships, and funding. So they don't like when we talk about girls. They don't like when we talk about them boys. These things are kind of like anti-sponsorship. So they will say, you know what? It's not worth the risk. Maybe if you're big enough, they'll say, you know what? I'll take the risk. But generally speaking, if you're not going to have the impact that they won't collab with you. Now, granted, I've reached out to
Well, you know his people, and you've talked with them before.
Talked to them before.
Yeah.
And Druski's super cool, but for him, it's like, why am I doing this? So I could only think, hopefully, and this is me hoping, that his collab with Ruby Rose was worth it for him. But again, I'm thinking content. But by itself, without content, is dumb. But with content, I can see maybe
Him being here out with girls would have got him more content than being with her.
I think so too. But just the brand risk for him, I don't think it's. Remember, Nike, all these collaborations, it's kind of like,
yeah.
And he's with
We're
OBJ,
that controversial,
he's
yeah.
with Drake and all of them is like,
Yeah.
you don't
and that's the thing, like,
Kevin Hart, yeah.
Kevin Hart, too.
and here's the thing, guys, I gotta like really have this difficult discussion with y'all, because, guys, you can't be super famous and controversial at the same time.
No.
It just doesn't happen.
It don't work.
Right? And the reason why is because if you have controversial views, right, your ability to speak freely is 100% contingent upon your influence. So if you have controversial views, they're not gonna let you get to a certain level. Think about Trump. Think about Andrew Tate. Think about people that like kind of had like a meteoric rise quickly. What do? Oh, suppress this person, put them in jail, silence them, ban them everywhere, etc. That's what they do. So if you're gonna reach a certain level, have Nike sponsorships, deal with A-list celebrities, etc., that have publicists. You know shit is real when you got publicists.
yeah.
Right? We've never had a publicist. Well, yeah, for obvious reasons. Right? Like when you're dealing with that type of stuff, it's a whole different game. And everything that you do and the moves that you make a lot of the times is like has a political backing to it. And you can't reach that certain level of fame without compromising your morals to a degree. I'm sorry, I'm just going to say it. You can't, because you can't be 100% honest and say what you really want to say, especially if you have conservative viewpoints once you should reach a certain level of fame. I'm sorry, guys, that's just what it is. That's just what it is.
It's like being a politician and not being one of them boys. Same thing.
You got to play the game.
There's a game being played. If you're not
You want to
playing
get
the
a
game,
Nike sponsorship, bro?
yeah.
Yeah, it's just certain brands, they'll never deal with you.
Yeah.
So that's just what it is, man, unfortunately. So, like, I know y'all say all the time, Myron Fresh, get this guest, get that guest, whatever. Look, man, Fresh tried. Druski would rather run around with a 304 than do a podcast with us and have some real conversations and make fun of 304s.
But
that's what it is.
I do wonder if he paid her directly, or did she mean like he paid like for events?
Yeah,
and
she
like
left
that?
it kind of ambiguous.
So I don't know what that means though.
There's no way he paid her, bro. There's no way. I'd be pissed.
He's bigger than her.
Way bigger.
I think he
She
did
had nobody.
He did it for the content. I don't know if he paid her directly though.
I hope not.
Because that'd be kind of.
I fucking hope not, bro.
Okay, if you paid her directly, that's an L.
Yeah.
But then again, the content I can see maybe why, but directly no, definitely
Hell
not.
fucking no, man. That's a damn embarrassment, bro.
Definitely not.